Channel. My name is Brad, and SuperCoach Pro. Today, I'm just doing a video on some players that probably haven't even talked about SuperCoach wise. But this is the preseason games that will be happening for 6 days straight at the end of February, so we can get a look at the players on our watch list during the preseason notes that you've been looking at, like your Bailey Smiths, etc. Anyway, so you got Cats v Essendon, Richmond, Collingwood Wednesday night. That's an annoying night to watch the footy. Hawthorn Dogs, followed by the Lions and Adelaide. And then you got Giants v Carlton, Suns v Swans, Saints v Port, West Coast versus North, and then Fremantle versus Melbourne. So, generally, you can find out Supercoach scores from those games from various websites. So, I'm sure that would be interesting, but it's very hard to base one game's sample size. You normally have to look at these players from their back end, like their last 7 or 8 games of the season as well. Or if they've been injured, their previous season before that, or even their final series before that as well, is always a handy note to have a look at what they've been scoring. So definitely do your research there. Now, this is a weird one. It's players that are ready to fire after a frustrating 2024. Now, not all of them would be Supercoach relevant. Some of them might be really just throw darts at a board blindfolded, basically, and just hoping that one of these lands. But these pods are somewhat very skeptical, but could really pay off. So I'll just go through some of them that I like. I'll just say yes or no to them. I won't read out everything about their 2024 season. But Thilthorpe, not for me. That's very left field. It's probably maybe more of a draft selection, if anything, which I'm keen to do a draft because last year didn't do it. Coleman is definitely one that people will be looking at. It does say in the breakout year of his 2023 season, he was the best finals player and was runner up for the Norm Smith in the grand final that they lost that year of the 23 season, obviously. So, yeah, he's one that people will consider. Next one, Savani, no one's really going to consider him, especially if he plays up forward. It's not a fun role with, Curnow and Mackay. He's barely going to score any Supercoach points, so don't look there. Um, McStay's an interesting one. If he's cheap enough, he could be all right. But forward rookies, you'd probably just rather, someone like a Berry that Port Adelaide picked up or something like that than McStay, especially at the age of 29 and coming off an ACL. Zach Reed burnt everyone last year. Not me, though, so I won't be picking him, though. I don't trust him. He's 202 centimetres, so he's a giant. So, nah, he's made out of plastic for me. No, thank you. I'm not going to go anywhere near him. So that is a rookie to consider. If you, if he didn't burn you last year, he'll burn you this year, I'm sure. O'Driscoll, 2 games. Could he be a breakout? Not sure I'd go there. Um, Guthrie, he's an interesting one, mid-pricer. I don't think I could do it. I reckon he's too old for me, but these are just names just out there, that's for sure. Ethan Reed, no, I think Woods has got that covered, obviously. And then when he did play, I don't reckon he played that well, to be honest. Connor Stone's an interesting one out of nowhere, rookie defender that we could pick up here. It's basically saying with the departures of Perryman and Isaac Cumming, he could be the guy that they use. He's 22. He's been swung back into VFL late. Instead of been playing as a forward at the start of that season last year. So he could be one to look at if he's cheap enough. I'll have to look at the prices when they come out. Supercoach team picker if you're a gold a gold subscriber, which is about $30, I think, for the year. That will have the team picker early, before Christmas, apparently. So that would be interesting to see what the teams come out to be like when we see these videos released and what you guys in the community are thinking. I never have ever made a side before the prices have come out because my math would not be mathing at all, not this stage of season coming up to Christmas anyway. GF, probably no for me. 11 games straight through the middle means he's probably too expensive. Charlie Spargo, 1 game in 2024. This is an interesting pick. I'd have to look at his price as well. Um, Small forward though, so probably not. Griffin Lowe, I swear this guy's injury prone. Probably not one I'm looking at. Um, Power Pepper's interesting. It'd be interesting to see what he comes back as price wise. I think he'd be used as a midfielder and super coach. So I'm not sure his relevance. Gibkiss is definitely a rookie that Richmond should use. He's been so unlucky for the last two seasons, so he's probably everyone's D7, I'd say. Um, I don't know if I'd actually have him on field in case he gets injured again. Reminds me of Grimes' early days, injury wise. Hunter Clark, no, thank you. Callum Mills is the one, obviously. He was the one that everyone's been talking about preseason, him and Kitty. So, not sure what he's going to be priced at, but definitely a fully fit Mills. It doesn't matter if he's playing midfield or half back flank and racking it up. I'd actually probably prefer him playing in the back line and taking turns with Matt Roberts to take kickouts or whatnot because now Lloyd's on the wing. So that's an interesting one, obviously, that is going to be pretty hot. I feel like he's going to be in about 50% of teams. And then Elijah Stewart. I'm not really sure how the West Coast line up will do this year with McWalter, who he'll play. I actually even saw an article saying that Jack Graham wants to play midfield for West Coast. So that could be interesting. I was asking my dad the other day, would he start Liam Baker, Mansell, or Graham? So, yeah, I know why I picked Mansell last year after that 110 and then he backed it up with a 30. So I might have to do like a segment of like who my dad's considering every week and what pod he's picked out because that'd actually be quite entertaining. Maybe I'll have to do a draft of him because that would be actually pretty entertaining to do. Um, and then Caulfield, no way. No, this guy's injury prone as anything. I remember he did his shoulder, I thought, in one of the games. So definitely not going there. But yeah, anyway, there's a few really left field ones. You could probably use this for your draft if you wanted to, more so than Classic, because there's only like maybe five players I was interested in Classic out of this list. But I thought I'd just take a punt, show you guys some players that you probably haven't thought about anyway. But the article is on AFL website, of course. So that's my video. I've covered enough videos this week, so the next week I'll do some videos, and I'm sure the team picker will come out soon. So that will be my next video is the team picker. And unless, of course, there's any more news about the Supercoach Flex that I missed, then I'll post a short video on an update on that. So thanks again for watching. I did say I'd be firing away some videos off the off season. So if you like, give us a thumbs up, sub, whatnot. I'll catch you on the next very soon, I'm sure. Cheers. Thanks, guys.